Yo, what is up, guys? We are back talking about Adesanya versus Imavov. And this is going to be an interesting thing because with Adesanya, a lot of people love to dunk on him. You go online, a lot of people are just tearing him apart. I think it's safe to say Sean Strickland mentally broke that man. And when he came back from an immediate title shot against Dricus du Plessis, which obviously, if anyone thinks that there was a robbery with Strickland versus DDP, I could see why they wanted to set up DDP versus Adesanya. That's very valid. So Sean Strickland is going to really want to make a statement coming up in their next fight. However, Adesanya lost to DDP. So the two top guys at middleweight currently, and then maybe Khamzat Chimaev, I don't see Adesanya beating anytime soon. It's Strickland, DDP, and Khamzat are the three baddest dudes in the division. I do think that Khamzat is going to take the belt by the end of the year, and then no one's probably going to touch him after that. But let's look at where Adesanya currently can win against, and I think that that's everybody else. Obviously, Robert Whittaker, Jared Cannonier. He could definitely beat Brendan Allen if it stays on the feet. But then we got Nassourdine Imavov, who has practically beaten all those guys near the top, right? Like near the top, but not quite at the top. And Nassourdine Imavov, if he beats Adesanya, then he's in that spot with the top dudes. So Adesanya is in that perfect spot to be a gatekeeper, obviously. A lot of people just want to see him go, quit, hang it up. And you know what? After that DDP fight with Adesanya, a lot of people are, is he going to retire? Look, no one's going to decide when Adesanya retires except for Adesanya or maybe Dana White if Adesanya continues to lose. But if there's one shot for Adesanya to objectively get a bounce back right now and to save what little bit left he has of his mentality in the game, it is going to be against Nassourdine. If Nassourdine passes up Adesanya and beats Adesanya and, figures out the Adesanya puzzle, then yeah, I do think that we're probably going to see a slow descent of Adesanya. Because if Adesanya, and I've been saying that last name a lot, if Israel Adesanya loses this fight, maybe he might bounce back against someone of like the rank 10 or someone like that. Take probably a safer fight. Because I will say this is a bigger gamble of a fight than meets the eye. Because if all those dudes, Brandon Allen, who have been leading up to the top of the division but not quite there, Imavov has been the one to beat. So he's that perfect. Is he going to be top 5 material or is he going to stay around the top 10? Adesanya is that perfect goal. And you know what? A lot of people, I get it. Out of popular consensus and all that dog stuff, that's why people want to see Adesanya go. And you know what? I looked at that in a weird way too. I was like, that's a little too much for me. I love my dog, but I don't love my dog that much. So for those of you who criticize Adesanya about what Strickland brought to light, I totally understand. I don't think that anyone was giving him a pass on that. And honestly, if you were trying to give him a pass, you honestly need to check your fanboy bias with Adesanya and Pronto because, just because he's a world champion in MMA doesn't necessarily mean he's a perfect person. He's obviously the champion in dog loving. But other than that, let's see how this plays out. And you know what? I do think that if Adesanya wins, the hailstorm of hate comments going his way is going to get far worse, and we're going to see a lot more references to, puppies and stuff like that, a lot more dog emojis on his story and everything. So I could see definitely a case like that happening because he is on very thin ice, and I think they're just waiting for this piñata that is Adesanya to start coming down so the fans could just vicariously start whacking him with a vicarious stick to get some vicarious candy. But other than that, that's all I got to say. Breaking it down, this is going to be an interesting either launching back point or dialing down for the middleweight division. It is a key moment where we had an era of a champion, and is he still able to stick with the top guys? That'll all be answered on Saturday, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to get up super early so I could work out early, and then I can watch the show and see how it goes because this co-main and main event, this is going to be quite a treat for UFC fans. But peace out. See you on the next one.